That's what we're doing today. You're surprising
Yeah.
me. You're surprising me
Yes.
with the topic.
Yes.
I do not know
Yes.
what the topic is. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Love, Death, and Taxes. I have no idea what the topic is, but stay tuned right after this because Agnes is, I guess, going to tell us. Or you're not going to tell me. Like, you're going to have the whole show. I'll be standing here and not know what the topic is. Welcome to another episode of Love, Death, and Taxes. I'm Ryan O'Neill Williams, and my lovely co-host is Agnes Amisano. How you doing, Agnes?
I'm doing great.
Okay, so we've had 6 consecutive weekends this fall, and each one of them is raining one after the other.
Yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't even understand what is going on. People who are running events are probably out of their mind right now, but it is what it is. So you're gonna tell me now what the topic is about? Or you're gonna ask me?
Well, I just thought that we are right now. Our podcast is on Spotify and Amazon and Google and all that. So I figured that it's raining, so we might give a little bit more warm, spicy subject. So I just have 3 questions for you. And they all start with would you?
Oh, now, you got me with the would you rather. That's what you meant by would you.
Yeah.
All right. 3 questions.
3 questions. That's all. The a little bit more, like I said, I try to do a little bit more spicy. But
all right, let's see. Yeah, spice is good.
First, first one is, I was inspired to this one with this show, Love After Lockup. So I thought, would you marry someone who is in jail?
Yes. It depends on what they were in jail for. Yes. It depends
Wow.
on what they were in jail for. Yes.
You're
Are you
full of
saying
surprises. You're full of surprises. Really?
everybody who goes to jail, I guess everybody in jail says this, everybody who goes to jail isn't guilty? I'm assuming some of them are innocent. There was a guy who was killed a couple of days ago. He was in, although, see, here's the thing. If you were in jail for 18 years, it doesn't matter. Now you come out, you kind of...
Okay. So let me specify. There's someone who is being locked up, who is being proven guilty, and is being locked up for quite a while. And now they're coming out. This is not someone after 6 months or some misunderstanding. Or no, we're talking a guilty person. And
you will murder me in my sleep.
In your case, a woman comes out from jail after 15 years, and you've been. Let me play this scenario. You start writing letters with her for the last 5 years of her lockup, and then there are feelings involved. Would you?
No. First of all, I wouldn't be writing these letters you're talking about.
No pen pals?
No, that sounds like a way to have someone from the outside find out where your address is, and then you're screwed. But more importantly, listen, if you're in jail and you're saying they were convicted, right? And they definitely did it. You're saying they did.
Yes.
It's a no-no. I mean, unless it's tax fraud, and even then,
we're not talking white criminals.
You're not talking about white collar criminals.
White collar, no.
Yeah, you're talking specifically about like capital crimes, not misdemeanors, not. I was caught peeing outside the club. No.
But you wouldn't be locked up for over 10 years for that.
That, by the way, I wouldn't get in a relationship with that one either. Because they're like, you're doing what? You're doing what? Where? You better explain. But yeah, No, sorry.
Even if they would say they will never do it again, they're rehabilitated. They need your love and affection to
It's
make
so
them
funny.
happy.
It's so funny. As you're saying, you're like, my love and affection, and they wouldn't do it anymore. They think they're gonna seduce me, but I hear jail. I hear jail. Rikers Island. I hear no, no. What? Fool, I'm gone. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm sorry. And no disrespect to anybody who's been in that situation, but that doesn't make any sense. You know what? I've learned from my mistakes. I was a kid who um who thought everybody was redeemable and everybody would, and I feel as though I might be wrong now. The more and
Yeah,
more,
we
yeah,
grown and we are not naive anymore.
yeah, you're not naive anymore. I was told not to date certain types of people, and I said, "No, that's nonsense. Everybody needs a chance, or it's a mistake. It's a mistake. If someone tells you, "Hey, you know what, you get kids and now you feel bad because you should have listened to your mom and to what's that, and when your kids are not doing exactly what you told them to do, you really have nothing to say to them. You can't say nothing. It's not
Yeah.
they're doing, you exactly understand why they're behaving the way they're behaving because they got it from me.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? But yeah, okay, so tell me about this show though. You're watching this show
Yeah.
like on a regular
No,
basis?
no, 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 no. I do not. That I have to tell you, I do not. But you see, you kind of forced to see the commercials.
Right, right.
And I did rebel at certain time when I was stupid and young, and I made mistakes, and I'm sorry.
We all made them.
But like my mother also told me, don't associate yourself with some people. And I was like, huh, no, I know better. Yeah. But I see on those commercials, like the surprises, the people like, oh, okay, like I see women will get pulled into that more than men. That
Okay.
okay, he's savior, I'm gonna take care of him, and then oh, how could you? You know, what do you mean?
Surprise!
Cheated or he did
I'm a criminal.
something. What was your expectations?
Yeah.
How high were they? You know,
I'm
um, yeah, I was inspired by those commercials. Um,
okay. That's a great one. That's interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. Now you're gonna make me go watch the show. What is that on? Like TLC? Is that on the Learning
I
Channel?
think so. I think that's what it is. But yeah, like I said, I should have specified before. No, no, no white collar crime.
No. Okay.
Not the tax invasions. Not because maybe that one.
Yeah, that's just
Maybe
as
you
bad.
can teach me something.
Tax evasion and white collar crimes is just as bad because that means they're good at forging things. That means they're good at fudging numbers. That is a more intelligent level of criminal. You might get in trouble for that too.
But
I mean,
then you have to watch your bank book.
yeah, you can watch
Your
every
checkbook.
all
Yeah.
your property, then you've got a problem because they might take you for everything. Oh, you're a dummy because you fell in love with me because I was even though I
Yeah.
was in jail.
Yeah. So
Sorry.
okay.
Yeah. All right. Number
Okay.
two.
Number two. Again, I was inspired by
Okay.
commercials.
Okay.
I watched only one show of that program, a very, very first one, couple of years ago. Marry at First Sight. Would you marry a stranger, knowing nothing about them, completely nothing? Someone
No.
just shows you a woman who will fill in the descriptions, that physical descriptions that you are attracted to. Nothing else.
Okay. So I am not seeing them in person.
Nope.
I am just being told. So sight unseen,
No,
I'm being told this is the person for you.
that's it.
That's a no. No. It's a no. Are we gonna
But
do all three
physically,
no's?
but
Am I gonna
physically,
be? Are you showing me to be a person who does not, who is not outgoing?
But physically, you will find them attractive.
Okay, so physically I find them attractive,
Yeah,
but there are other things. There's a
but
weird thing. You can look at people's faces sometimes. You can tell almost from their frown lines, from different things. Like sometimes where they, like you can look at people's hands and tell whether or not they work with them. Like there are little cues that I've learned over being on this planet. I can say this now, 50 years, that you can see and like kind of know, that's a problem. That person's going to be a little bit of a problem for me. I probably want to stay away from that. But, and people might say, oh, that's prejudice or you're generalizing. Okay, if you want to say that. But no, it's a no for me.
you want the excitement of finding out who they are or how they will treat you, if they have same interests.
Yeah, but I'm not going to get married to them like right away. Then
Oh no, on this program they get married
you get
right
married
away.
right away, right? You don't even see them, and they're like, "Okay, you're over here, I'm over here. I can't see them. You're marrying them." It's like the masked singer, but it's the masked
No, no, no,
spouse.
no. They again, I don't watch the show. I was just seeing commercials. But
Hmm.
the very first show that I watched, there were like I think four women
Hmm.
and a guy behind some wall or whatever. He was asking them questions if they have the same idea of family and if they like same things, and then he chose one and they got married right away. Then he was revealed and they got married. So I just throw that out there that if the woman will be actually physically fit into your
Right,
liking,
but
you
you're
know.
saying he was able to talk to them as
He
well.
had, yeah, yeah.
Okay, all
On that,
right.
yeah.
All right. I might at that point say, no, I'm not going to do this. This is crazy. That doesn't make any sense at all.
Oh, come on. Really? What is your
No, no,
sense
no.
of adventure?
You just want to hook me up with some crazy person. This is not happening. Why? This
You
is the
got
show that
me.
you should go on.
Damn it. I have to text her.
You want me to go
No, go.
married to someone I can't see? You want me to go get married to some criminal? Great. No thanks. No thanks. And again, I assume this is the learning channel, right? We're learning things on this channel.
Seriously, I don't know what channel this is on, but oh, come on. What is your sense of adventure?
Oh, where's my sense of self-destruction? No, no, no.
And I have to tell you that that particular show, the very first, that's why I watch it because it was the very first show of that nature. They went on a honeymoon and yeah, something happened and they weren't married anymore. They got divorced right after the honeymoon.
Come on, are you able to say it in a polite way so that we don't get canceled? Is there a way for you to say what the something was? Because now I'm curious.
They were not comparable in some ways. I don't know.
No, not compatible, but they
I,
could see one another.
well, when they got married, they went on honeymoon, so
Okay.
they were spending time and getting to know each other. I guess something went wrong. I don't know, something.
Well, I guess you could get an annulment, right? So, and by the way, there's not a crossover between these two shows, right? The person who I am not marrying isn't also a convict.
No, different show, different show.
Okay, two different shows. We're not doing any crossover. Like,
So I have to cancel your applications on two shows now. Oh, Ryan,
please
come
withdraw.
on.
Please
I,
withdraw.
I thought we're gonna have podcasts from the
Yes, we're going back to Poland for me to get married to my unseen jailbird wife.
I will plan your wedding as a wedding gift.
Sure. You just want to see the drama. No, no, we're not doing this. So that's two strikes, Agnes. Would I rather do what? What else?
You ready?
No, but okay. No. No stopping you. Go ahead.
Would you stay with someone
Mhm.
who has weird addictions or fetishes? You
I'm sorry.
dating someone and you getting to know someone, that special lady, and
Yeah.
then in the course of the relationship, you're finding out that she has um, maybe extreme fetishes or weird addictions. Again, inspired by a show.
Okay. Now, I once saw this
Actually, I watched a
show.
few episodes of that.
Oh, this one you watched. There's something on. I think it's on HBO. It's like My Weird Addiction, and I saw a
Strange
woman.
addictions or something. Yeah.
She, she eats toilet paper. Like she has to
Oh
eat
yes, yes. We watched the same episodes.
it. I didn't watch it. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that Ryan did not watch this. He just saw the preview for it. I am not watching this learning channel experience. I don't need to learn. Anyway, okay. But I saw it, and I saw and the woman's like, hey, she's got the toilet paper in her hand like this.
Yep, yep. Was
Um,
actually on
so it really depends what the fetish is, right? But what you're saying is she's
extreme.
coming
I
from
mean,
jail. I didn't see her, and then I find out that
no, no,
she has a
different shows,
weird
different
fetish.
shows.
So different. Okay, so I guess it depends on how bad it is, right? Um, if it is eating toilet paper, why is she doing that to herself? You know what I mean?
She likes the taste.
She likes the taste. I think it has something to do with digestion. I think it's like she's digesting herself or something, whatever. But it's probably a no. It depends on how bad. Like if her fetish, if
Okay,
her fetish is
let's
that
let's
she needs
let's
to,
separate fetishes from strange addictions.
yes, if she has, if her fetish is she has to have sex once a day. I'm all in. But if her fetish is, and then even that, like that's, yeah, there's a limit, right? Um, but you're laughing. You know there's a limit.
I didn't say anything.
You didn't say nothing.
No judgment here. No judgment here.
But yeah, I guess it really depends on what it is. But I generally I'm leaning towards no, especially if it's the toilet. Like some stuff is just weird, right? That's weird. What are some of the other fetishes? Were there other fetishes that you saw?
Well, I didn't see fetishes. There was
Mhm.
about the programs about strange addictions, like a
Oh, I did.
person being in love with their car, making love to a car. I
So
guess
why do you need me if you're
eating
in love with your car?
soil or having hair like extra, 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 extra long, or nails having like those,
I've seen those long nails,
yeah,
like Guinness record
yeah.
nails or something like
Or eating toilet paper, or collecting collecting dolls, or to extreme oh, there you go. Being being cared for as a baby.
that. Oh, I've seen that. It's a guy, right?
There was a guy, yeah.
He's wearing like a big. How
Hmm.
do these things actually make it to both our televisions? This is weird. Um, but yeah, the guy's like wearing a bib, and he's got a big pacifier, and he's wearing a diaper, right? A
Yep.
huge adult, and it's not even like a normal adult diaper. Like they make it big and puffy on purpose because he wants to be big and puffy. He wants it to look like how a baby looks, and then he wants to be cared for by this person.
Yeah.
I, I just don't have the time for any of this nonsense. It's, Some
You're
things
not into the role play? No, nothing.
I think some things are no. I'm into role play. I'm into role play. As long as I don't get hurt, you don't get hurt, and we're not doing anything way out there crazy. Like
Now, oh, listen. What about the fetishes? Like, in this book, in a movie, Fifty Shades of Grey,
mhm.
if you are dating a woman for, let's say, 6 months, you are into her, and then she's taking you to a special room, to a dungeon,
Yes,
and then
this only works if she's
aroused.
this only works if she's rich. Right? If she is rich and she wants to beat me, I'll take a little beating. Okay, I'm okay. But if she's broke and wants to beat, like, what's in it for me?
How about roses?
Let's be honest. Isn't that what that really is about? That movie is not really about um, um, the pain. It's more about power, right? It's so there's a transference. By the time you get to like movie three, isn't she now the one who beats him or whatever it is? Like,
Did you read all the books?
again, I've only seen the trailers.
You should read the books. It's
Really?
more into it.
Okay, okay. It's better. Okay, all right, all right. I've read a few things. I could probably not watch that and waste my time with it. But we'll see. We'll see because maybe if
Now
I
you
don't.
have to read the books.
Now, yeah, you're messing with my head now. Now I've got to like
Yeah,
at least get it on Audible, right?
something. Yes.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. But yeah, it in general, it's a no. Again, it's conditional. Everything's conditional. Like if I'm just showing up and there's this lovely young lady who is eating toilet paper who is poor, then I'm not doing it. But
No,
but
but she's poisoning herself.
is she? Is she?
She
Is she?
is. Yes,
Now that she's rich,
they are
if she's rich,
carcinogens
she's
in
not
that.
doing
There are carcinogens in that paper.
it.
Plus,
Well,
think about the grocery shopping right now. You have to buy extra toilet paper for her for dinner.
so
She paid.
I'm just saying, if she's rich, that means that I get to inherit that faster. Is that?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's just kind of silly. It's but and I'm making jokes, but I do understand. I feel kind of bad for them because that something there's some vicissitude. And I use that word way too much. There's some childhood trauma that is causing that. Like that's not normal. Who it's like she's like a 1 in 8 billion people who does that. Well, maybe there are a few more, but who knows? It's going to be a very very small percentage of people who eat paper or stuff like that, or have to beat someone in order or be beaten in order to have sexual pleasure or it's like there's something. Yeah, and that's the thing, like
god. You know.
look at you being all tolerant of all the crazy. I'm sorry. And by the way, I think someone who is writing to someone in prison and who knows that they're going to hang out with that person, they are into that too. So that, in and of itself, I think might be kind of a fetish. Yeah. What do you think?
Well, if for especially for a male to come
Mhm,
out from prison
mhm.
after 15 or 20 years, you know that he's into a lot of things. So there's like
Or a lot of things were into him. Either way.
that there you go. So it's take it
Please.
at your own risk, but believing in a sudden change and believing all the promises, I will change, I will love you, and nothing's gonna it's all BS, please.
Yeah, yeah.
It
Let
just
me never
so
go. Let
BS.
me never go. Please, Lord, let me never go.
Yeah.
Right.
When it comes to marrying someone at the first sight, it's a big no. Because especially in marriage, you have to have uh, like look, there are people very different.
Yeah.
Usually opposites attract, but you have to have the same base. You have
Yeah.
to have the same base. You have
There,
to
there's, Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a certain amount of oppositeness that is allowed. The rest
Yes,
is totally
yes. But the base has to be the same. That what's important in a family. Do you want to have family? You cannot recognize later. Oh, you mean you want to have 12 kids? I don't want to have any children.
right.
So
There could be a middle in there, but yeah, that's the thing, right? You wanted three, I wanted 12. That sort of makes sense. But you wanted none. I never wanted to have any, and I want to have 12. That's a that's a far gap to breach right there. And
yes, so there's
well,
there's a lot of things or family values that have to be the same.
yeah, yeah. So you're looking for that. That's one. Okay, so then are you including fetishes in your family values?
Well,
But yeah, it's not really
I wouldn't
fetishes.
I
You say,
wouldn't
well,
say family values, but
no,
I think you should discover that before you get married.
yeah, that's the scary part, right? You really kind of want to figure out what's happening before it. So that would make it difficult for number two because you're like, okay, I don't know anything about this person. And it makes it, I mean, literally, they could be an escaped convict or someone who likes to eat toilet paper. You have no idea. And then you're going to get stuck with that. Or hopefully, like you're nice enough or smart enough to say no. Not doing
Can
that.
you imagine at the wedding night, there's someone showing up with the mask and a gag for you, and then a whips and shit?
I mean, I'm sure we're laughing, but I'm sure someone might actually listen and say, "Yeah, that's exactly what happened on my honeymoon, and this is what we did. I wore a red ball, and she wore a white latex suit or whatever." Listen, this is the United States of America. We have way too much money to do a lot of crazy things.
I guess
Yeah,
I'm so boring that the things like that for me, they're like,
yeah,
oh my God, no, please.
boring. Yeah, I'm okay with boring.
And you would not want your girlfriend or fiance spending more time with the car than you. No.
Having sex with the car than me,
Yeah.
like more in love with the car than they are with me. I'm sorry. Yeah, what's gonna happen? Well, I guess uh, car is never gonna car's never gonna leave you.
Depending who's driving.
But what is that? An inanimate, like you're fixing yourself to an inanimate object,
Hmm.
something that can't disappoint you, right? Uh,
Toaster.
yeah, a dog, a cat, so you fix
No, we're
yourself.
not talking about living and breathing.
I'm just saying there are people who are more in love with their pets than they are with people, right?
Yes, yes. That's another area that we are not touching. But yes, there are people that they paying more attention and more affection. They're giving more affection to
Yeah.
them
Be-
there.
And I feel like it's because those animals will give them unconditional love. The ones that actually respond with it, because you're feeding them and you're taking care of them and whatever. And so, they're kind of dependent on you if they're domesticated animals, right?
They cannot affect you. They cannot argue with you. They cannot tell you bad words.
No,
And even if,
exactly.
if you're upset with them and you push them aside, 5 minutes later they come back because they
They
can't
come back.
remember.
Exactly.
So
They're not really, there's not that really, they're not reasoning with you and reasoning with anybody else. And
yeah.
making, so,
So, Ryan, I have to withdraw all the applications for you that I sent.
yeah, all these, I gotta go right out the window because I'm a no, 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 no the whole time. I'm serious. I'm very
Well, I'll keep looking, and I will text my friend that is no go.
sorry. You had a friend all lined up, huh?
Uh, I try. I told you I'll marry you off.
You're trying really hard. Ladies and gentlemen, again, this has been Love, Death, and Taxes. I'm Ryan O'Neill Williams, and that's Agnes Amisano. This show is sponsored by nytaxresolutions.com. If you want to send in a suggestion that we talk about instead of would I rather marry, Want Mary? Please send in suggestions, please. You can send those to mailbag at lovedeathandtaxes.com. We'll get that right out of there. Also, if you want to, respond to something that's happening here on the show, although we're not really taking any submissions from any local prisons. Um, uh, let's let's keep it real simple and talk about the show or what we talked about on the show. You send that to mailbag at lovedeathandtaxes.com. Of course, we are not only here on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on LinkedIn, and you can also find us now on Spotify. This has been podcasted, so we're at Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts, we're on Google Podcasts, and we're on Alexa as well. So if you're looking for Love, Death, and Taxes and our latest shows, that's where you're going to go and check that out. So,
Okay.
Agnes?
It was fun. It was fun.
It was very much so.
And please look us up. And we waiting to hear from you.
All right. So, guys, have a great evening. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.